Hello, hello. It's Tally Interviewer here with this week's speed paint. Let me double check stream real quick. I feel like maybe I should use the starting soon screen for this too. Because I use it for my game streams, but I don't really use it for the art streams. But it does give me a little bit of like padding time to check things over and whatnot. But anyway, uh we're good. So let's just jump into things, I suppose. Um, why does it, why does everything feel weird? Okay, here we go. The way I have my, my tablet set up is like when I have, uh, when I'm specifically focused on the art program, then like the tablet only works in that window, but otherwise it works like across two screens. So like the screen mapping is like vastly different. So it makes things a little bit awkward sometimes. Once again, I cannot draw straight lines. There's a bunch going on in this one. I feel like this one is both complicated and not. It's interesting. I don't know how much I really want to sketch on this one. I feel like these shapes would just be easier to draw with a brush, you know what I mean? Rather than trying to outline them individually. I do think there are some things that are better to actually draw out, but yeah. I might keep things light on the sketching today. Not right. Let's see. About where is this? This is like maybe about a third of the way up the image, like maybe like there. There's a whole big square thing here. Stuff sort of like that. Wait, no, that's not right. It's to like here. Okay. I think that maybe needs to go like more out to the left. Sure. Like kind of there and like this is kind of like that. I want to keep these relatively rough because I don't think there's much point in really getting overly specific at this stage. Okay, so this one needs to line up with this one, and I think I have it not quite right. And again, like trying not to go into too much detail yet. Sort of like that, sure. Yeah, is that good enough for no, let's get at least like this column here in, maybe. this stuff in the back. I think maybe that's good enough for sketch. This part, I guess, gonna figure out as I go along. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening in there. All right, whatever, good enough. All right. So I always have the question of how to layer things, and I think this one has like pretty concrete layers. Like this, these orange things are kind of the only bit that does have a little bit of that, you know, depth going across multiple layers. But even then, I think that like this part can potentially be split out from a separate layer than the foreground one. So this one is actually very layered, which is kind of different from a lot of the ones I often have. So normally I kind of go back to front. Might actually kind of go a little bit away from that this time. I think I'm gonna put in like a basic blue background, but I actually don't want to go into too much detail in the background just because well, my sketch is kind of really rough, so I want to define the like relative landmarks of other things a little bit better before I start going into detail and stuff, if that makes sense. So my first pass at the background is just going to be like very simple, I think. I mean, the background is relatively simple to begin with. So, that's too dark, I think. Is that okay? Maybe even lighter, to be honest, and like purpler. That's probably too purple, a little bit. That's decent enough for a start. I'm gonna start with that. That's gonna be my backmost layer. Let's see. What do I want to do next? I almost kind of want to start with the front darkest bits there. Just kind of get those defined so that I can then put other things in relative to those. I also do kind of want to get the green parts in sooner rather than later because again, they really help to define the overall composition. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's like so many little like fiddly bits in this, you know? So many of these like these stone columns and whatnot. I'm probably going to be relatively like there's some that I'm gonna be careful about defining and putting in the right position, and some that I'm probably just kind of gonna, you know, fudge. But yeah, the question is where to start, I guess. Let's start by putting in those topmost ones, the really dark ones. How's this color? It's okay. I think that actually works. Like usually I really struggle with getting my colors dark enough, but I think this one is actually maybe dark enough for once. And the like the edges of it are definitely going to need to get lighter at some point. Now that I've drawn this kind of in a bigger space, I think it might actually not be dark enough. Crazy. It's always a problem. All right, I don't want to get too carried away with trying to, you know, make this exact or anything. Just, yeah, that's good enough for now, whatever. You know what? Maybe just gonna take that and move it over a little bit. I don't usually do that, but whoops. I think it also needs to be like wider. Again, I'm very much playing with fire by spending so long on these little things. I might regret that later. This part needs to be taller though. I think the entire thing just needs to be taller. Except maybe that bit. It's always such a struggle to have like straight lines and geometric shapes in these. It's very difficult to be careful about when you're on a time crunch. Do I want to put any other stuff on this layer? Maybe not. Maybe it's just going to be these. Then yeah, let's kind of try to put in the greens. Greens are complicated because they're in this very orange lighting. So how do we green? How do we green here? I think it is still a green, but it's like very yellowy, very browny. Like, or at least like in here. That's probably too dark. That's probably too light. Yeah, that's way too light. Okay, so this is going to be for like the dark areas. Let's get something lighter. I feel like we're also going to need to get like browner. Hard to say really. Like, is this good enough? Or, well, there's definitely parts that are like more facing towards the light that are very orange. We have to be careful about that. Hello, Wellbeing7. Welcome to the stream. Okay, yeah, up here we're definitely getting super, super orange. That's, yeah, I think that's literally just like a brown. So let's maybe even take this and start oranging things up. Sure, kind of like that. Maybe here as well. Yeah, sure, why not? We're definitely going to need to get lighter in here too, but we still have time to fix that up. Let's blend that out a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I'm not actually going to go into doing the the highlights on there yet. I think for now I just want to get like get the composition basically. I do want to make sure to put this out further though. Like that maybe. I want to kind of see if I have this at the right height. I think so. It's maybe a little bit high, but I think it'll do. Also, I'm very much seeing that this area is not nearly orange enough. You know what? I'm just going to fix that now. What do we want? This. Just delete all this. And then go in with that's still like I need to get more oranges like in there. Whoops. An ambitious project and a very cool one. Thank you. So I have an hour to do this. I don't know if you're familiar with my format at all, but it's yeah, it's pretty tough. All right, let's see. You know what? I guess while I'm here, let's put in some of these walls too. I think we can put that on the same layer. So there we need to get redder. Like a dark reddish brown. Is that a good color for that? Maybe still too light. Nice deep red brown. Sure. I draw too. Cool. Yeah. Are you working on anything exciting right now? Just gonna put in a little bit of that. Yeah, you know what? This is not the right color here. I'm gonna put it a little bit in here, and then should I put this on this layer? Yeah, sure, why not? I'll put that on this layer. For me, it's exciting at least. My comic idea, and I've been working on it for more than a week now. Oh, that's awesome. Comics are a lot of work. Good luck. Is it like a fan comic or is it an original concept? Original comic, cool. Yeah, good luck with that. That's really exciting. Oh, you know what? Where's my super dark brown? I think it was this one. I think we need a little bit of that in here. Especially like up here. Yeah, I think that's close enough. I can put in some of this here. I'm sure if you're curious and if you accept links. You know, I honestly I don't really Twitch all that much. I don't really know what the best way to see links is. I guess you can try to just put an image link in the chat. I don't really know the best way to do that. Also, I have a suggestion to make your life easier with the drawing. Sure, go for it. I think that's a little bit too dark for that side, but that's okay. Have you tried using selections? I don't normally. To be honest, I don't know what I would even really do for that. I guess you mean like selecting a rectangle and then like um drawing that to like make it squarer. That is a decent idea, but I don't know. I just kind of that's just not really like the style I use in these. I don't know. I've been doing these for, well, to be fair, most of the ones I do aren't this geometric. They're usually yeah, no, it's a reasonable suggestion for sure. It's just I don't know. I have a process that I've been doing these with, and it's just kind of what I do now. Your F is done with selections for sure. It is not done with selections. This is a screenshot from a video game, so this is from a 3D rendering. Let's see. I need to get something lighter. Maybe oranger. Yeah, so as you can imagine, trying to recreate this in a 1 hour speed paint is a little bit of an endeavor, but I thought it was a drawing. Nope, this is from Genshin Impact. Okay, so I can immediately see that this color is not light enough, but that's okay. I don't have time to worry about that right now. I believe in you, thank you. Um, if I have time, I'll go back and adjust the colors some more. But that's a very big if. Um, hmm. Oops. Another suggestion. I'll stop if I'm doing you. You're doing fine. Do not worry. Feel free to send suggestions. I can't guarantee that I will listen to them, but you can color pick the rough directly. Again, that's just like not something that I really do. So I do have like I have what I call challenge modes, where I can like add or subtract challenges from this, and one of them is called cheat mode, in which I can do things like that. Like technically I don't have rules per se for these speed paints, but like not using color pickers and stuff is just kind of an unspoken rule that I just kind of follow. And cheat mode is explicitly for that kind of stuff. Maybe one day, if I do a cheat mode, I can try that out. And maybe I could try stuff like the selection idea you had too. Okay, how are we on time? We are not good on time. I need to stop fiddling with this and start putting in some other stuff. Okay, that's enough of that. Um, let's see. I think I'm going to start with this whole like orangey bit. I might split the back part and the front part into two separate layers. I think I will do that actually. Um, let's do the front part first. Why 1 hour? It's a challenge. It's just for practice. Like, I really don't draw backgrounds a lot. Just, I usually draw like kind of anime-ish art where like I just draw like characters and stuff, and I don't really get the chance to draw backgrounds very much, which is why I started this project. So it's an excuse to force myself to draw backgrounds, essentially. And to force myself to get fast at them, because I think one of my problems as an artist is being too much of a perfectionist. And like it just slows me down, and I think forcing myself to really like look at shapes and colors in a different way is really valuable. Um, this part is really tricky because of all of the reflections on it. Now, the actual like reflected colors, I think I might actually put on a separate layer, but the base color is kind of wonky. It's kind of a like grayish color because it has it's the base color is orange, but it has all of these blues reflected on it, so that it ends up making it this kind of muddy color. It's kind of like this, maybe? Maybe that's too muddy, I don't know. I'm gonna put that in and then I'm gonna adjust it, I think. No, this just doesn't look good. Maybe like that. I don't like the look of that. I think I'm gonna need to pull this in a little bit tighter. I'll be curious to see your other drawings if you're willing to share later. So if you go on my YouTube channel, I have a link to it in like my about section. I have a whole playlist of these. This is number 68. So there's a lot of them. If you're interested, you have plenty of content to go through. So much content. So much. I'm actually, I know it seems weird to blend in something like this, but I'm gonna try to make the colors relatively smooth, and then I'm gonna go in with a separate separate pass to define some of the shapes, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, we are not doing good on time today. Okay, I think that color is sort of getting there. I think it actually needs to be lighter. Like we need to get some bright colors in here. Like get some nice like ooh. Just some like nice reflections and stuff in there. Not too much, but just like a little bit. Okay. Get some of that and then go back in with some of the darker stuff. Actually, maybe get even darker. I think it's too dark and that's causing it to muddy up. So something like this maybe? Or I'm even gonna go into the purples a little bit and try just lightly. Maybe even take a different brush so it doesn't overpower things too much. I think I need to go darker. Maybe a little bit of that in here too. Not too much. Okay, and then I'm gonna... I'm honestly impressed. Thank you. I know before you come at me, there is an actual blend tool, but it's just a silly thing I do. I blend with the transparent watercolor brush. It's just what I do. It's how I roll. Her art is amazing. Thank you. But I think we lost a little bit of the oranginess, so I'm gonna put it back in. I'm just trying to be useful. For sure, I don't mean to like complain. The tips are appreciated. It's just I think it's partly because I'm in such a hurry, like I don't have time to mess around with different techniques and stuff, you know what I mean? Here I'm gonna bring this green part in to cover that because I think I got that weird. Okay. That's looking good actually. I think I'm not going to go in with the details of the blocks yet, but I do want to define this edge here, although it is kind of a weird edge. Yeah, I do apologize for not using your hands. I'm sorry if it's like, if I'm coming off as dismissive or anything. It's just, I'm very focused on my craft here. It's so hard to like, oh my gosh. Also now my brush is kind of lagging. It does that sometimes. Um, whoops. Okay. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. I thought you were new to digital or something. No, I've been doing this for a long time, but I'm just doing a challenge. Um, okay. I think that's enough for this. Now let's take a separate layer and do this back part. We might start with this color actually. Oh my gosh. I feel like just in like, especially in certain areas of the canvas, it might be easier if I like moved this to make it more comfortable for myself, but I don't know. I'm being stubborn. Um, let's see. Let's do a little bit of that and then try to really lighten things up. Maybe I'll take this actually. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's good. Except my tablet is being weird again. Stop being weird. So last time this was happening, do you know the canvas rotate tool? Yeah, I know that stuff. So to be honest, the main reason I don't move the canvas is for like viewing purposes, so that like people watching the streams can see what's happening everywhere at once. Um, I just I feel like it's more viewer friendly, you know? Like it would be easier for me if I could like zoom in and um look at places more closely, but yeah, it's mostly for you guys. Okay. That's looking nice. I do think my initial dark color is looking really out of place now. My cat is chasing after you, Chris. Oh, that's so cute. Say hi to the cat for me. My cat usually joins the streams, but she's not here right now. Oh, she's sleeping on my bed. Okay. I was worried it might be a little bit too quiet around here. Because you know that's never a good sign with cats. Um, okay, let me. Let's try to get in some of the darker bits in here. I, I'm really gonna try to be super fast on this, because we're not that terrible on time. We're about halfway. I think this is a good halfway. This is very awkward to do like this. Yeah, I think these actual like these little like horizontal brush strokes are actually doing a decent job of mimicking that rock texture. This color isn't right though, and I think I may need to go smaller. I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right. So the thing is like the the top layer or the top surface of this stuff is very bright because it's directly under the light. And then the sides are dark at the top, but then kind of fade into like the mist coming from the bottom. And I think I'm kind of struggling with putting that in. I don't know, it's not coming out quite right. I think maybe I just need to like blend these vertically a little bit. I don't know. Somehow it's just coming out a little bit weird. I mean, I knew this part was going to be tricky. There's so much detail happening in there that I just really don't have time to focus on. So I'm going to do my best, but it's going to turn out weird. What did I want to do? I think this area here needs to have some more of these like saturated oranges in here. And also I think I'm lagging again, so I might need to turn off my avatar because it does, I think, maybe consume a little bit too much processing power. Actually, I think this part should maybe be on this layer. Oh, maybe not with that color though. You know what? I'll take the transparent watercolor back again. All right, that's kind of coming along, I think. I, I really need to get this part lighter. Actually, let's check our values. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with a white, like right in some of these brightest parts. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my avatar because I'm getting some lag again. Lag be gone. Okay, cool. Let's get some like yellows in here. Just a little bit. Yeah, I think maybe that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, let's put in this side piece on this part. Let me see if I even remember what colors I had for that. That's not the right color. Okay, I think that's good enough, probably. I feel like this part, it kind of ended up too gray. I think it needs to be pinker. I need to go get some pink in here. That's maybe too pink, but it's doing something. It's doing a little bit. Back. Hello, welcome back. I was just saying that this part here ended up too gray and it needs to be pinker. So I'm trying to make it pinker. And I think that's helping. I'll be drawing to you for a bit, lurking, like listening to the stream. Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's a good use of art streams, to like put an art stream in the background while you work on your own art. No, I need a darker pink, or maybe even a red. And yeah, just put in some of these. Okay, no. That's enough of that. I really don't want to focus on that too much just yet. I do want to get some of this stuff in here though. Although I did say that I was going to put the actual reflected colors on a separate layer, but whatever. Um, if you want to talk, just tell me. I mean, I'm still going to be chatting away. You are free to respond or ignore me, however you wish. Okay. We're short on time though. I think this gap is bothering me, so I'm gonna try to fill that in real quick. I think we just want some like browns, ready browns. Yeah, that's just how I do streams. To be honest, a lot of the time I don't even have like active chatters in the chat, so I just kind of talk to myself, and it works. It works just fine. Sometimes that's just how chat be when you're a small streamer. Okay, this is not quite the right color for these rocks on the side here, but yeah, I am short on time. So if I have time, as always, I will go back and fix up the colors. But for now, it is what it is. I like small streams with 4 to 5 viewers max so I can really talk to someone. Yeah, it's nice. And just kind of chill in the stream. Okay, we have that. Let's maybe even put some of the darker browns in here. And like in other places. Where did I want to put that? Just get some more browns in there. This one definitely gets lit up some more. So maybe we can even put this color. This is maybe too bright, but no, you know what? That works just fine. I feel like that was great. Okay. Now, with that out of the way, we really need to get in with this middle stuff. Whoo boy. Get another layer. Now let's start going from the back, I guess. Let's get some purplies in here. Some purplies. What kind of purplies do we want? Oh, we want bluish purplies. And like faint pale. Something like this, maybe? Although, you know, maybe I want to put more of the front stuff in first, actually. Because that's kind of the main central thing. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need so much time for this middle thing. We really don't have time. Shit. This is going badly, actually. I'm just gonna stick to this layer, whatever. Let's start putting in some of these oranges. The purple things at the back can wait. The orange is more important, I think. That's not the right color at all. Okay, that'll do, I think. These oranges are also like covered in purplies though. I mean, not covered, but like, you know what I mean. They're like fading into the purple. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a lot going on here, and I'm gonna need to be fast about it. Oh, that's so bad. That's like, this is kind of more or less the base color of that orange, but it is in that like, it's farther back. So with the like atmospheric perspective, it's more of the like purpley color. So how do we do that? I guess we just desaturate it. I guess we just desaturate it. And I know there's like purpley bits there. I think I'm maybe going to just put those on like a layer above or something. There's so many colors happening here. It's fun, but I don't have time for it. I love these colors. They're great, but I'm in a hurry. Stop throwing so many colors at me when I'm in a hurry. I would love nothing more than to sit here and figure out which color is which over here, but no time. Must run. This especially is so fun. Like, look at the colors on this with the shadow and the highlight, and it's just so pretty, but I don't have time to do it justice. Let's take away that. Let's... Oops. Oh, I can't draw straight lines. Okay, that'll have to do. It's a little bit awkward, but it will have to do. Let's get this filler thing in here too while we're at it. That's probably the wrong layer for it though. What layer should that go on? You know what, whatever. We'll just put it on the same layer. Close enough. It'll get absorbed into this a little bit, but we'll figure something out. I don't even remember which color is which here anymore. That's not right. What color do I want? Let's go. Okay, whatever. Good enough. It shall do. Okay, whatever. Man, I'm really running out of time. Oh gosh, the worst part is this central thing. You know what? I am going to... How fast can I do this purple shit? I'm just going to try to get that in with like 0 precision whatsoever. Actually, I'm going to put it in the back layer. This is completely the wrong color, but I don't have time for this shit. You know what? If I just take a different brush, it'll be fine, right? Here, there's stuff in the back here too. There's some like whatever the heck this is. Stuff back here. Like that. Good enough. Okay, that's good enough. Now let's put in the darker ones. How do we put that? That I think will go on a layer above this. So that'll be like, so like a purpley color. And that's too purpley. Darker. Is that too gray? I feel like that's too gray. I'm totally missing this flower and stuff, but we'll see if I have time for that. I'd be super curious to see your thoughts on my comic idea if you have time after your challenge. Sure, yeah. Let's no time. No time. Ah, shoot. I would really like to get in some of like these colors. I was originally going to do this on a separate layer, but whatever. I don't have time for that now. I think that's important enough to try to get in. I did kind of mess that up though. Maybe I should have done that with a different brush, but whatever. Too late now. No time to fix it. Okay, we have that. I really wanted to get some more variety in this purpliness. You know what? That's not the right color for it, but maybe it's the best I have right now. Okay, I think that might be the best I can do right now. Shoot, there's like all this stuff in the back here too. Can I just... Whatever, I don't have time for this. I really want to get it in though, but if I don't get in the stuff in the center, that's going to be really bad. I think I really, really need to focus on that. But I can't leave this undone. I want all of it. I'm being greedy, I know. Okay, we have about 7 minutes. Though, to be fair, I did not start the stream, or I didn't start drawing exactly at, you know, the time, so I think it's okay if I go, you know, over the hour, because my timing is not that exact. It really is not. So it's just like, that's not the right thing to do. You know what? Maybe I'll start with this. No, that looks silly. But sometimes things do look silly and you just kind of have to trust the process. Like I can put some other... That looks terrible. Maybe I'll take the transparent brush. Sure, like that. Why not? I think that's doing something. How do we make this work in 5 minutes? There's also like some purple shit coming out of here, and it's like really wonky looking. Maybe I should put this on the same layer as this stuff. There's like stuff coming out from here. Maybe I'll do that on this layer. I don't even know. What the hell is this? There's just so much weirdness going on. I don't even know how to draw that. Putting these like on that layer so that they kind of blend in a little bit more. Oops. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. I think the super important thing is this though. I really need to finish that. I really need to get like super bright in some of these parts too. I may be getting ahead of myself putting that part in before I have like some of this other stuff, but that might be what I need to do to get this done. How the heck do I do this purple? It's definitely blending in a little bit, and like a little bit too much, but it's okay. Let's get some like pink in here a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh. Ah, shoot. Switch layers on occasion because there's just, whoops. What am I even doing? Yeah, okay, well, whatever. That's actually maybe even better. That we get this layer of super brightness. I think that's working surprisingly well. That's not right. Need something more saturated in there. Okay, cool, cool. It's happening. It is happening a little bit. I think that ended up a little bit too dark, but let's get some of the yellow in here. Just super, super yellow. Whoops. Oh well. Get these like little hangy bits. This, yeah, sure. Let's go for white. I feel like it just is not getting bright enough for my needs. I need it to be like lighter. That kind of works, I guess. Okay, we're technically at time, but again, I think I like started later than the actual time because I was just, chatting and stuff. So I am gonna keep going a little bit longer. What greens did I have? Where are my greens? I guess I had these kind of greens. I really wanted to go ahead and brighten these up. Oh God, that's bad. That does not look good at all. Is that okay? Sure, whatever, close enough. Oh my gosh, the other thing is I never came back for the freaking cube parts. Oops. This is like not accurate colors. I would really like to be able to get the right colors in there, but I think as it goes towards the back, it needs to get oranger, which is a very silly word, but that's what I'm saying. Whatever. Okay, well, I'm not really going to be able to do the reflection colors, but I actually got a surprising amount of stuff happening just with what I already did with it. Like I can try to put in some more. Like these what is that? Is that these petals reflecting it in it or something? Just gonna grab some like random colors and start trying to put stuff in here, just because I didn't really get the chance to put in the reflections actually properly. So I guess I'm gonna do them the manual way, which is unfortunate. But can I get like a purple? Yeah, let's get some like purpley. That doesn't look good. It needs to be more purple, I think. I am going a little bit over time. I realize I'm not doing great today. Can we get this like extra purpley bit from here? Okay, that's enough for that. What else did I want to get in really quick? Hello, Laura. Unfortunately, the stream is like about to end any minute now, so we are a little bit late. But oh yeah, the flowers. Ah, shoot. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna try to put them in real fast. I'm already over time. This is terrible. You know what? That color surprisingly works decently well. There's like these flower things here, and I really want to get them in because they cover up the gap. Shoot. I like your drawing though. Thank you. I don't have time to do this. Oh well. Really want to do it though. I really want to so bad. What? Where's my yellow? Is this gonna be too yellow? Okay, whatever. It's too yellow, but whatever. Who cares? I don't have time. Okay, whatever. We're done. Done. That's it. Whew! Hands off. Oh, well, that's really unfortunate. This was a really cool one, and definitely one that I wish I had more time on. Um, I still think it looks nice, but I think it could have just been that much better if I wasn't so short on time. Whew, all right. It's pretty nice. I can't lie. The thing that bothers me the most, I think, is this bit. I think the purples just got I think they got blended into the oranges too much. That's always a concern. It always happens. It's just really hard to get that like nice vibrant purple to stick out when all my colors blend together. So here, if we take a look at um the values here, I think I did surprisingly well with the darkest parts, which is always a struggle for me. I never get them dark enough. I can definitely see that in this corner it's not dark enough. And again, I think that's something that I would have done if I had time to like go back in with that. It really bothers me that this is just a flat shape and I didn't have time to put any texture in it. That's true of a lot of these things, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, otherwise you can definitely also see how the what's it? The like cracks in and sides of the cube things are not dark enough on here. And like this is not dark enough. Um, yeah. And these are not bright enough. And again, I think that's just a matter of my brushes blending into each other too much. I think maybe I need a brush that's like even harder than the oil paint. I do sometimes go in with a pen tool, but I find that the pen tool is just too harsh. I need something like in between the pen tool and the oil paint brush tool. One trick I sometimes use is have my like colors that I don't want to blend in as much on a separate layer, which you can kind of see happened in this one where I accidentally had two things on two different layers. And this ended up really making it pop a little bit more. So maybe I should have taken advantage of that some more. This is the comic so far. All right, here, let me take a look. Oh, well, that's nice. There's so much detail in that landscape and so much depth in it. I'm not gonna like read through it too closely or anything, but and there's so much detail in that armor. Holy shit. Dang. And nice use of the like 3D reference there. Oh, it's really cool. Yeah, thanks for sharing this. This is awesome. Yeah, it's really nice. Cool. Yeah, well, thanks so much for joining. It made my life really hard with that. Yeah. Yeah, I can tell it's a very complex design. I honestly I am really bad at those kind of things. So, I very much admire your skill for doing that. It's that's a lot of detail. A lot. Um all right. Well, I do like how this one came out ultimately. Especially I think this foreground piece was pretty fun to do the colors in. Because there's just so much stuff happening. Like it's such a reflective surface that it's really difficult to get the color of. Because like I know this stuff is an orange color, but like especially in here where the like blues and purples reflect on it, it's not orange. And I think I struggled with that a little bit. I think my initial pass was a little bit too muddy, but I think I sort of brought it back. Yeah, well, these are always frustrating because, there's never enough time to do what I want. And also, before I forget, last time I did forget to spin my wheel and I had to spin it off stream. Today, we are going to spin the wheel. Where's the wheel? And actually, here, can I... Oh, I guess I can't bring my avatar back anymore. Whatever, I'm invisible now. All right, this is the Speedpaint Sunday challenge wheel. We are going to pick our challenge for next week. What have we got? We got... Please don't be standard again. Please don't... No, 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 no! That's the third standard in a row! Are you kidding me? Well, alright. I guess we're doing standard. Again. Come on. I was honestly worried that I might have set the standard thing a little bit too high, because it's currently at about a third of the wheel. But I figured a third would be fine. Why are we at 3 in a row? Come on. What are we doing? Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. Surely the next one will be different, though. Alright. Well, thanks for coming. I hope you had fun. Yeah, it's a cool one. I really like it. But there's always the frustrations. Always just wish I had just a few more minutes. Alright, enough of me chatting, though. Have a good rest of your day. Schedule-wise, I think we'll just have a normal schedule next week. So, game streams Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm playing Of the Devil. And then on Sunday, I have the next Speed Paint stream. So, I'll see you there. Bye, guys.